I didn't even imagine that one day we'll have a rhino in Akagera. I think for me as a park manager, to be part of that story of introduce rhino, white and black, I think in my time, it's a very special thing. This project, we prepared it, it's now, I think, more than 4 years.
The actual vision started in 2015 when we brought the lions. And a lot of members said this was a very similar habitat to some in southern Africa where white rhinos are thriving. So that was the sowing of the seed.
When somebody approached me, and it was probably Kester Vickery, who said, "Dave, would you like to be involved? We plan to take 30 rhino." I took a deep breath because it was really something that I would never have thought. That's really pushing the boundaries, you know.
We're here in Phinda to catch rhinos, specifically white rhinos that are not found in Akagera. It's in part an ecological endeavor, but also as a means of trying to bring in more tourism to the region. So we're here getting 30 white rhinos from Phinda. They'll be translocated up to Akagera and then released in the next couple months.
The Boma, I think, is just for them to be in quarantine. They've got to be in there for at least 45 days. So in the Bomas, there's ample water and food, very high nutritional food. There's lucerne and game pellets and hay. And so after 45, 50 days in the Boma, they're really going to be in top condition.
The confidence to bring those rhino, those endangered species in Rwanda, I think it's a combination of the work of the government and AP to get that Akagera National Park so safe. Preparation is going on. We are working with authorities to get all the permits in place before all 30 rhino arrive.
So first, we had to make sure the environment could hold them. So we did habitat assessments, we did grass assessments. Once we checked that box, we did assessments to look at our management and operational capacity, including our law enforcement. Once we checked those boxes, it's just prepping for the arrival of the rhinos. So now we're building bomas with the intention of holding the rhinos between a week and 10 days.
There will be 2 sites, one in the south, another site in the north of the park.
And then also training a new set of trackers to supplement our current units for monitoring and support on the ground once the rhinos are released.
We train them about 2 months so that they can be well prepared to monitor the rhinos, not only white rhinos, but also black rhinos, and no one will be lost due to poaching.
Today is the day where we're going to have to load these rhinos. They've been in the Boma for over a month or 2, and now it's the day where we need to load them into the crate, and then they're going to be taken to Durban, where they're going to fly into Rwanda.
We worked out exactly how many white rhinos you can fit in a Boeing 747. We went one step backwards, then designed the boxes to fit in the plane, jumped one step further back from there, and then went and caught individual animals to fit the crates. There's a lot of thinking and a lot of working parts that have gone into making this whole thing a success. It really is conservation at scale.
It is, to our knowledge, the biggest rhino translocation, certainly international air translocation, ever to take place.
So a translocation operation of this size is seriously risky. So there's a lot of moving parts. We obviously, the capture itself, which was one piece, there's helicopters, trucks, cranes, and of course you're working in the bush with really big mammals. We've got the leading experts in the world when it comes to rhino conservation and translocation of rhinos. We've had a team of 6 veterinarians, a whole lot of wildlife experts, and with the loading itself, we had to accumulate 80 people to be able to load the rhinos in those crates in 2.5 hours.
We're under extreme pressure to get them all into the crates and out as quickly as we can.
And it's all got to do with their welfare when they arrive. We need them in the best possible condition so that they can adapt. A lot of resources being thrown at this, but more importantly, we've enlisted the support of the right experts from literally all around the world to make this a possibility.
For me, it's been quite remarkable to see what's happened in the last 30 years from a conservation perspective, but also from an individual species perspective. 30 years ago, we moved the first rhinos onto Phinda, and now 30 years later, we're able to make this incredible, be part of this incredible operation to move rhinos to Akagera. The relationships and the partnerships that are growing as conservation starts understanding that we have to work together for a long-term conservation outcome. That's going to be probably the biggest single learning from the difficult times that we've had now during COVID, and it's probably going to be the cornerstone of the future of conservation development. It's going to be how well we can work together.
We've pre-cleared customs, we've had all the CITES inspections and microchip verifications done. And once the rhino are loaded, we're good to go.
When we land in Kigali, roughly a 4-hour flight from Durban, it's going to take better part of at least 3 hours to get all those rhinos out of the crates, at least another 3 hours to load all of those rhinos onto 9 trucks that are waiting for us. As each truck is loaded, it's going to go.
The community are proud of those translocations. They start to understand that Akagera is something very special.
I've been watching how people in the local community have been drumming, showing their happiness to receive these white rhinos.
We have great government support, but more importantly, the communities are very proud of what's in Akagera. It was the same when we brought lions, people lining the streets to see the crates driving by.
It gives you a new hope. It's a good news between the bad news of COVID.
Akagera National Park is patronized mainly by the domestic tourists. They are the majority visitors, so this is a place where conservation of wildlife enables improving people's lives and contributing significantly to the country's economy.
All the rhino arrive safe. They are now in the boma, and what I can see, they are healthy. Wonderful.
It's over 40 hours of travel. We're happy to see them happy and healthy and bouncing in this national park.
That's a special feeling.
That's why we do it.
It's a huge milestone for Akagera and for Rwanda, but more importantly, it's a huge milestone for white rhino conservation.
We are just on the beginning of the story because, yes, we have worked very hard to bring them, but now we have to assume that we are going to work very hard to protect them.
Hopefully in 2 years' time, we get the first generation of white rhinos born in Rwanda. That will be the success.
We are working in conservation. There are some species in danger, so we are doing what we can do to protect those species. And as I know, in Rwanda we can do it, so why not to do it? Nothing is impossible.